Okay, I have to say this is a pretty magical place we've come out to in the middle of absolutely nowhere. So look what they've done to all the graveyards here. So everybody's got a little LED candle and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Heading down from the church now. Now that was a very special thing to have done. I really like that. It is kind of a cozy place, this, with I feel like you're really out in the absolute nowhere. It's very quiet here in the Slovenian Alps. Only the church bell breaks the silence. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am in Slovenia, just south of the Julian Alps, and I'm going to do some hiking for a couple of days. Right now it's the day before New Year's Eve, and I'll be staying in this place for 5 days. Do some day trips for photography up in the mountains and around in the villages here. Yeah, the cool thing with renting an apartment is you can do all the coffee and the breakfast by yourself. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to skip most of the restaurants and see how that works out, and just bring food home and try to do it a little bit on the cheap. This is a photography channel, so I got some cameras with me. And the main camera is going to be the Nikon ZF with the 24-70 lens, but I'm also packing my Pentax MX for this trip, and a few Pentax lenses. I got the 100mm, got some 28, 50, 200, and another 50, I think, a 50 macro lens. And I got the adapter to the Nikon Z system, so I'll be shooting them side by side and see what it looks like. Let's step out on the balcony and see what we have. So this is the small town of Bohinj. You got the little church up there where I went this night, and they had lit a lot of candles, LED candles on all the graves, and it looked very spectacular. But this is it. Alright, so I'm out walking in the tiny town of Bohinj, and it looks absolutely amazing. Of course, it's really nice. Got the old and the new, and even got the Alps with a little bit of snow in front of me there. Let me flip around. Way in the distance there. Today will be a bit of a walking tour, what it looks like in this area, the Bohinj area. So take a look around this small town first, and then move to the neighboring towns. My plan is to go down to that lake. There's quite a big lake a little bit to the west. Got Bohinjka over there, and going to that lake there, and then right up there we got the Triglav mountain, and just up ahead we got the local church. And this would also be what you would call the city center. There's a restaurant here and a few other things, but I heard there's supposed to be 3 restaurants in this town. So we already have the Triglav National Park starting right up here, so it's just a few meters outside of the town. Now the thing with this valley is that they do have a problem with tourism. I guess it's a kind of a recent phenomenon. So the whole valley here, there's only 5,000 people living, and in summertime they will get lots more than that. So it started to become an issue. And my guess is that this Sleepy Valley is going to look very different in a couple of years from now. It's one of those moments in time where you come just before things explodes and it turns into any other touristy place. Got Got a nice view of the Bohinj town. You see the whole town in one panoramic sweep. And this is as big as it gets. Well, I am going into this place a little bit blind. I haven't done too much research of exactly if there are any photo spots, but I always assume if there are mountains, there are going to be some landscape photo opportunities for sure. Maria, so it's a Catholic country, this. Lots of little shrines everywhere. That's a nice old truck up ahead. I really love the color in this one. It's a crazy green, emerald green or something. It's pretty cool. Look at this, coming out of the little village of Studor, and got the snow-covered Alps in the background there now. And it looks absolutely fantastic, of course. A little bit of a mist in the valleys in the distance there. I'm actually on a trail called the Juliana Trail, and it goes around the whole Triglav National Park area, and it's marked like this. So it's a multi-day hike, 270 kilometers, I think. In the distance there, got a little church peeking out. Coming into Rybchev Las, and I have to say now it's getting a little bit more built up, a bit more people. Still doesn't feel touristy at all, but it's pretty nice. Lake Bohinj. Okay, pretty cool place this. Definitely much more hectic than where I'm staying out in that little village there. Suppose during summertime you get your coffee here. It's all closed now though. It was pretty good espresso actually. Well made. So worth a visit, not bad at all. Now I'm gonna find a supermercado. Mercator it's called there. For some reason I have a tendency to speak Spanish when I'm around here. Call it supermercado and saying hola to people, which I shouldn't do. Small, but doesn't look too bad. Did all the New Year's Eve shopping, so this place is gonna be closed for 2 days. So gotta have all the shopping in order. Don't know yet how restaurants are gonna be, if they're gonna be open or not. Take a look underneath this bridge. I thought it looked cool here. And there is a shot. So I've been crawling around here underneath the bridge, and I quite like it. There are some compositions to be had. Some little nice stumps sticking out here and there. Makes for interesting compositions. And you got the church there in the background. I'm now waiting for the bus. So there's a bus that will take me back to a little village. It's not far. It's maybe a 20-minute ride or something. Well, the Nikon ZF has been great today, but I'm also shooting at the same time I got my Pentax here, the MX. So there will be a movie out or a little film out with the Pentax, whatever I shot there, but of course it has to be developed first, so I can't show you immediately. So in the beginning here I'm going to make a short film where I just show the photos from the Nikon ZF. Here we have a map of the area, the Bohinj area. So we are staying in here, Srednja Vas. So walked here all the way down to the lake, you look in there, and can also go down here, and this would be the biggest area, and it's all connected with tiny roads, so it's all very close.
Oh yeah.
Gott niveau. So far.
Srećna droga.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It's now around 4 o'clock and it's getting dark. And New Year's Eve is coming up, and there are some things happening in this area which I find very cool. So I'm super curious what it's going to be. So there will be a bus taking us to a place, and there's going to be some action there. Las Vegas it was described as. So let's see what that is. All of that will be in my next video, so be sure to like and subscribe to see how Slovenia New Year's Eve, what that looks like. Promised it to be a little bit crazy. You saw those dressed up dogs and whatnots. I think it's goats. So that's only the early beginning.